Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you the final section of the Rebel Ship Salvation on my Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 Unleashed Difficulty video walkthrough. And when you jump into this room, you'll notice you've jumped straight into a ship pit, because there's a ton of enemies, but the best thing to do is just dash around using your electricity, get rid of all the stormtroopers first, and then focus on the ATSTs that are firing all the shit at you. By the way, if they're not ATSTs, I do apologise, they fucking look like them. The AT-somethings, I'm pretty sure, because I think the AT-ATs are the huge ones that are on the Battle of Hoth, where they trip them up with the speeders. And I think the ATSTs are the small ones with the big heads, and they're kind of some Force Unleashed variant, or whatever the fuck they are. The chicken walkers, regardless. So kill them. Focus on the jetpack guys, and notice there's a sniper up on that balcony, and if you can throw anything up at the balcony, it'll destroy it and he'll fall. It's just a little bit awkward to aim because sometimes it doesn't go where you want it to. And I'm going to say now before I forget, thanks to Field of Dreams in the background, but James Earl Jones has got such a sexy voice. That is one soothing black man if ever I heard one. Jesus Christ, the dude's a legend. And I've been thinking about male actors that've got just ridiculously awesome voices, and there is a few, but I suppose it's all a preference really to what just has that awesomeness in the voice. And I'm trying to, I think, like, there's a few people that've got interesting voices, you know, like Sir Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, because Patrick Stewart's voice is pretty awesome, but it's also pretty fucking hilarious because his intonation's all over the place and I love it. And I think that's purely because of like the Shakespearean background. I did a lot of theatre and things, and it learned him to speak in a certain etiquette, which is cool and everything. And then there's stuff like what's that dude's name now? The guy who was on Deadwood. Ian McShane, is it? Ian McShane, I think. That guy's got an awesome voice. Just listening to him speak, that guy could be calling you a motherfucker all day, and you'd still love it because his voice is awesome. But you have to charge that gun up and fire at the Star Destroyer. It's nowhere near as interesting as it looks. It's kind of boring, in all honesty. But once you've done that, it opens the door, and you can jump down there and carry on. So just keep boosting, keep going through the level. But yeah, leading actors with awesome voices is what it's all about. Like, I really like Vin Diesel's voice. Don't get me wrong, there's times where I can't hear a fucking word he's saying because he's so damn gravelly, but the dude, he just epitomises manliness and just that awesome voice. Especially when he's doing like the Riddick role. If anybody watched I forget what it's called, there was an animation that was made, like an anime featuring Riddick, and I forget its name, and it was only about 17 minutes long, but the dude's voice is just like gravelly caramel. It's awesome. And when you land on this platform, there's going to be a ton of the spider droids drop, and the best thing to do is just keep spamming the X and Y moves, finishing with the big electrical swipe, because it'll stun a ton of the spiders, and they won't jump and grab you. But it's just luck really, because sometimes they grab you all the time, other times they miss all the time, so the luxury is they don't do enough damage to be a significant threat. It's just, on this bit right now, there's a shit ton of them, so get ready to be fighting them for a couple of minutes, basically. And doing what you want. And I completely forgot that there's a young Ray Liotta in Field of Dreams. And now that's an example of an anti-Kevin Costner, because as Kevin Costner's dropped off the planet, Ray Liotta's in fucking everything. The dude's a consistent worker. He's got like indie films where he plays dodgy cops. He's got all sorts of different roles that he's doing. He's just making so many movies, and he just doesn't give a fuck. They might not be the greatest movies, but he's still doing the Ray Liotta thing, and I love him. The guy plays a really, really good bad cop. He plays a really, really good cop, and he just really gets that gruff role of being this sleazy looking, you know, dedicated dude, and he pulls it off well. And this section right now is the most interactive QuickTime event you've probably ever played. And I just don't understand. I mean, this looks great, but in essence, you're sitting waiting to press a button. That's all you're doing. You're sitting waiting to bash X and bash B. And don't get me wrong, God of Wars are pretty much the exact same when it comes to their cutscenes, but at least when I'm pressing a button, I'm smashing a dude's face with my elbow, or I'm stabbing a guy's eye out, or I'm ripping somebody's tongue, or just doing something ridiculous, snapping a bird's neck who's a siren. This game's got none of that. It's just, I don't know. This could be cooler than it is, I think. I don't know what they could do to make this mechanic better, but on a fundamental level, we're stood here waiting to press a button on a level that's been run through the fucking dark corridor to fight stormtrooper after stormtrooper. And this does get a little bit interesting when we go through the windscreen of this ship and we get to fly a little bit, but we've already done that against the Gorog, so I don't know. Maybe I was doomed to not enjoy this game. Maybe it's just fate. Not that I believe in fate, but you know, why not? It's better than saying God did it, because I believe in God even less than I believe in fate. And I do apologise if you're a highly religious person, but, you know, that's your belief. We choose to believe what we want in this world, and I like to think that if I believe in myself, I'll get further than believing in something that I have absolutely no proof of. So, this is re-entering the atmosphere. It all looks really epic. All you have to do is dodge the metal plates as they fall off and just fly towards this interesting looking city. And once again, it's just, you know, chill out, dodge the debris, or shoot the debris if you want to. Always interesting. And wonder what went wrong with this design team. What happened to the developer team? Did they all, you know, get stranded on an icy base and some unknown entity came and started taking over them, so they had to test each other's blood to see who was it and who wasn't? What the fuck went down? Did they get teleported into, you know, an alternate universe where this is good? Where this is the standard? I don't fucking know. I'd like to know. I'd like to get a strongly worded letter from whoever thought this was good, from the director of this design team who said, this is the best we could do given the time we had. Shut the fuck up, you mouthy English twat. I'd enjoy that, but I'm not going to get it because I'm far too small, and why the hell would a developer reply to a critic? That's not their job. Their job is to make games and believe in what they're making. I just do not share that belief, unfortunately. But we're coming to the end of this video, guys, and we're coming quite close to the end of this guide because it's pretty damn short. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You take care now.
We've committed everything to this assault.
She's worth it, General.
This is big.